If you've ever felt like you're trying to jump on a speeding train when it comes to social media for your business, well, you are definitely not alone. In this explainer, we're going to cut right through all that noise. We are going to decode the real, measurable value social media has and give you a clear blueprint for 2025, all backed by the latest industry reports and, actual research. Let's dive in.
This quote from a recent trends report just nails the feeling, doesn't it? It's chaotic, it's moving a mile a minute, and you're just trying to keep your business on track without everything flying off the rails. But look, that feeling of being overwhelmed, that isn't a sign to just give up. It's a signal that you need a real strategy to handle it all.
So let's start by just mapping out the territory we're in right now. Because let's be honest, we're not just posting a few pictures anymore. We are all trying to navigate this incredibly complex maze of competing platforms, hidden algorithms, and user behavior that changes constantly. For a business owner, just finding the right path through this thing is a full-time job in itself.
And there's actually a term for a huge problem we all see every single day in our feeds: AI and shitification. It was coined to describe how platforms just fill up with this low-quality, spammy AI sludge. Now, for a business, this isn't just some minor annoyance. It's the digital noise you have to break through just to make a genuine connection with your customers.
And that's just one piece of the puzzle. You're also fighting against this rising tide of content, just white noise, attention spans that are getting shorter and shorter, a dozen different platforms to somehow manage, and of course, that constant pressure to keep up so you don't look outdated. It's exhausting.
But here is the absolutely crucial point. Even with all of these challenges, navigating this maze successfully has never been more important. The stakes are incredibly high right now, because the role that social media plays in our lives, it has fundamentally changed.
I mean, think about it for a second. Social media is woven into the very fabric of our daily lives. It's where we discover new products, where we learn new skills, and where we make a ton of our purchasing decisions. It is no longer a little sideshow for your business. For many of your customers, it is the main event. If you're not there, or if you're there in the wrong way, you are missing out on the primary arena where modern business actually happens.
So, with all these challenges, you're probably asking the big question: is all this effort actually worth it? It is time to move past those feelings and look at the cold, hard facts. Let's see what the data really says about the measurable impact of getting this right.
This is it. This is the question we hear all the time, especially from small and medium-sized business owners who need every single dollar of their marketing budget to count. Is this whole thing just a game for big brands with massive teams, or can it genuinely drive growth for you?
Well, the data is crystal clear. One major study found that for small and medium-sized businesses, a strategic approach to social media gives them a 66.4% direct boost to their competitive advantage. Let me just say that again. This is not a small bump. It is a massive lever that you can pull to get way ahead of your competition.
And what does competitive advantage actually look like in the real world? This chart breaks it all down. The research confirmed that when you do social media effectively, it directly leads to the things that matter most: higher sales volume, more customers, and better profitability. We're not talking about likes or shares. This is real bottom-line performance. The ROI is there, it's documented, and it's undeniable. Okay, so the data proves the what? That social media really drives growth. That 66.4% advantage is real and it's on the table. So the next logical question is how? How do you actually capture that value? Let's turn to the blueprint for 2025.
So what's the winning play for 2025? It really boils down to three key shifts. First, stop thinking of your feed as just a gallery. Make it a seamless shop so customers can buy the second they feel inspired. Second, use smart AI, not to create spam, but to analyze data and get deep insights into what your customers actually want. And finally, and this might be the most important one, in a world full of AI, your most powerful tool is the human touch. That genuine, authentic storytelling is what will ultimately make you stand out.
So we've gone from this chaotic present to a data-backed reality, and now we have a strategic blueprint for what's next. The final piece of the puzzle is moving from just knowing all this to actually putting it into action. And here's the bottom line. Given the speed of change and the very real business outcomes that are at stake, just winging it on social media is no longer an option. Success now requires deep expertise and a constant strategic focus. And frankly, that is way more than a full-time job.
So I'll leave you with this to think about. We've seen the challenges, but we've also seen the incredible data-proven opportunities. The value is right there for the taking. The only question left is Is your business really equipped to win? Thanks for watching.